Hi everyone! Welcome to my What I Spent This Month video for July. Before we start going over everything I spent, I have a few kind of announcements, I guess you could call it. I just have a few things that's happened within this month that I kind of want to tell you. So, the first thing I want to talk about is that I turned 21 this month. So, I'm no longer 20, I'm 21, and I feel old while I know I'm not old, but I definitely feel like an adult, or just feel like I should be more adult-like. So yeah, that happened. A crazy birthday week. In my family, we have 6 birthdays within 1 week, so it's just crazy. And a lot of cake and a lot of parties, but it was so much fun. So yeah, and for my 21st birthday, I actually got a mic, which you might be able to hear that the voice is kind of new. It's way better than I did before. I just recorded a video on my phone and just took the audio of that video, and the audio quality was rarely very good. So now I'm hoping that the audio will be way better, but I guess we'll see within the video. It probably will take me a couple of tries to get things right, but hopefully it will become okay. It will be okay. And also, just right before I turned 21, I hit the 10,000 euros investment goals. So I right now, like exactly, I think I have 10,200 euros invested, which is just crazy because I've worked for this for like the past 2.5, 3 years. So I'm so excited about that. I'm so proud of myself for that. And of course, I've been so lucky and fortunate to be able to do that. But I am just so proud of myself. And I'm going to make a video about like how I did it, like the road to reaching 10,000 euros invested, and what my plan is like further on now. Hopefully within the next 2 months. This August will be crazy because my family is moving, so I'm helping with all the moving things. I'm coming to their place at like 9, 10 a.m. and then I'm not leaving until 8, 9 p.m. So I'm staying there for almost 12 hours, just moving and cleaning and doing everything. So it's crazy. So I don't know when the video will be out, but hopefully it will be within like the next month, or just hopefully before next video or the next paycheck that I don't know when I will get. I also got, for the first time since I started like going to school, like studying, I guess you could call it. Not everything was studying, but it's kind of like I had to get student loans. More on that in another time. But for the first time since then, I have a positive net worth. It's around like 1,300 positive, and I didn't really pay off any debt. And it wasn't because I invested so much this month, because I have been like in the negative 6,000, I believe. So what really happened was I was supposed to get scholarships from the place that I was loaning from, and those were just really late because I should have gotten it from the year like 23, 24, like that school year, but I didn't get the scholarships until now. So around like 7,000 euros of my student loans was just removed because that turned into scholarships. So right now I'm officially in the positives. And that probably won't stay like that for long. Probably it will stay like that this year. Since I'm not going to school, I'm going to be working and I'm going to be paying off debt and putting money towards investments, of course, and savings. But I will get into like studying and university eventually, so it will probably go down again, and I'm fine with that. But right now it is in the positives, and I'm so happy about that. Now, the last thing I can say is that as of yesterday, actually, I now have a job for this entire year. It's a job at a kindergarten that I've worked at before, and I really like it there. I have very nice colleagues, and the kids are very cute, and I really just love working in a kindergarten. It will be, of course, be quite a lot of work since I'm almost working a full-time job. I think it's like 2.5 hours off of working a full week, which I'm not complaining about that. It's fine. And I'm also thinking about getting a second job, but I haven't really orchestrated that whole thing yet. I haven't even actually applied for that job, but I'm just guessing that I'm getting it since it's still open and it's been open for the whole summer. So I guess I'll update you on that as well. But I will start working on the 15th of August, which means my first salary will not be until the 20th of September. So until then, it will it will be a whirlwind. I'm thinking it will be fine, and I also still have a lot of emergency savings if things go downhill. But right now, we're good. So let's get into the money side of things. For my earnings, everything I've earned this month. I said in the last month's video that I wasn't going to earn a lot. I was just going to earn a little from my work in my university town. Well, that was a lie. I completely forgot that I got my deposit back from my last apartment, but that is the second thing we're going to talk about. First thing, this month I earned 20 euros because I sold a homemade clothing item. I made like this crochet butterfly top, and I sold it to my friend that really wanted it and wore it for vacation. I'm sorry. And then I got a whole 1,500 from my deposit. I got 414 euros from like vacation money from the work that I had in my university town. And I also got 276 euros as a salary from them. Then I got 50 euros as a birthday present from my grandmother. So in total, I earned 2,260 euros for this whole month, which is just way more than I thought I would be earning. So I'm just incredibly happy about that. And in no way, shape, or form complaining. I am so happy for that. But a lot of it went out, to say the least. Before I spoil too much, let's just get on to the expenses. So my first expense is rent, or actually it's not my first expense because I spent 0 euros on expense or on rent this month. For those of you who don't know, which is probably a lot of you, I live with my boyfriend. I recently moved in this summer, and he rents an apartment from his parents. They don't charge a lot of rent, and my boyfriend also works a blue-collar job and works full-time, so he earns a lot more than me. So he has been so kind to offer to just take care of the rent while I kind of get on my feet, or for just like an undisclosed time. I can also pay the rent or just be part and chipping on the rent, but he thinks that his money and my money is our money, and I agree. So we're kind of just taking it one step at a time, and since I earn so much little, or actually I don't have a real income right now, or at least a stable one, he takes care of the rent. Super happy about that. Then for food, my first actually spending category, I spent 135 euros on food. Not high at all. That was mostly because me and my boyfriend started splitting expenses on food, and just everything was pretty okay. And yeah, so 135 euros. Then for eating out, I spent a lot. I spent 222 euros on eating out. This is mostly for when me and my boyfriend was in Denmark. If you watched the last month's video, you will know that I planned a surprise trip visit for him to not Disneyland, to Denmark, to Legoland, because why not? That's just fun. And that was kind of a birthday trip for him. So it was mostly his birthday present. But I live in Norway. My Norwegian kroner is less worth than the Danish kroner. So everything is basically just more expensive in Denmark. So we spent a lot of money on eating out, and we didn't have, we were at a hotel. So we couldn't really make our own food. So we had a lot of eating out. And also with traveling and everything, I spent 231 euros on mostly bus tickets in Denmark. They were just so insanely expensive. Now I have to say 60 euros of that was for me paying gas to my boyfriend's car while I was using it. So not everything was just bus tickets, but it was so expensive to travel with bus. Every trip we took was like 10 euros. With like one way for a bus because it was over like multiple zones and everything like that. So it was insanely expensive, but it's fine. I calculated that this might happen. So it's fine. We don't think about it too much and we do better in next month. I'm not planning on traveling anywhere in August. So other than maybe like filling up gas on my boyfriend's car again, I won't spend anything on any travel related expenses. Then for subscriptions, I paid 64 euros. That is for that is still for the two gym memberships that I have. One in my university town that I'm not allowed to cancel until September, and one here that I don't mind paying for because I work out a lot, so it's fine. I'm still standing by that and hopefully it will become 40 euros pretty soon. Then for gifts, as I've said, basically my whole family and part of my boyfriend's family have their birthday within a week of July. So I spent quite a lot on birthday presents. I didn't spend as much as I feared because, especially for my boyfriend's birthday, I had already paid for everything about like the trip itself. So I only spent 183 euros, which I'm honestly pretty happy about. I'm not going to complain about that. It was around the price range that I was expecting anyway, so a win is a win. And then for clothes, I spent 139 euros, which is a lot. The reason for this was as like I've talked about this on last month's video, that I have a problem with spending on clothing. I really want to spend on clothing, but I've had a huge problem with it. And most of this money went to buying some pants, some like dress pants that I've been looking for, I'm not kidding you, the last 3 years. Like I have not been able to find the right like dress pants that I've been looking for. Like I have tried on every single dress pant that I've ever found. I think that dress pant is the wrong word. Like suit pant, like kind of like stylish suit. Yes, not dress. Dress is the Norwegian word for suit. Norwegian lesson for you there. It's a suit pant. I'm sorry. I spent like around 100 euros on that suit pant, and I'm so happy about it because I found the right size and I found the right fit, and I'm terrified to wear it because I don't want to ruin it because I've looked for it for so long. And of course, the one pant I found that fit was extremely expensive, but I almost didn't spend any money. I think I spent like 10 euros last month on clothing. So for me to spend 100 is kind of okay, I would say. And the other expense for clothing was actually just a umbrella, because when we were in Denmark, of course, it was like raining season, or it was like those 2 days that we were in Denmark, it was said to be like the most rain days, and there were kind of scarce, like talking about being like overflown by water. Like I don't know the English word for it, but I'm guessing you kind of understand. A lot of rain, a lot of rain. From where I come in Norway, it didn't really feel like much, and we weren't in the worst parts. And as far as I know, nobody was really hurt and everything went fine. So I think I'm okay to be like talking about it like in the way I'm talking about it, hopefully. So yeah, it was a lot of rain. I had to buy an umbrella because we were outside almost the whole day and we were getting wet. So I had to do that. For all of the expenses, like in total, that was 974 euros, which is definitely a lot more than I would have spent in like university settings when I was studying. But a lot of it is because of the trip. or almost all of it is really because of the Denmark trip, and I won't do those very often, so I think it's fine. But of course, always room for improvement. Then we have savings, investments, and donations. For investing, I invested 200 euros, which was the amount that got me over the 10,000 euro threshold, which I'm super happy about that. And hopefully, not next month and maybe not in September even, but hopefully in like October, I will be able to invest more than 200 euros. That is kind of the goal. But again, I will talk a lot more about that in my I reached 10,000 euros before 21 video. Maybe, I hope. Then for savings, I saved 13 euros and 80 cents. Everything like that went towards my business savings account. It's just an account, like I don't have a business. So it's just an account that I'm preparing for when I start a business. I already have a fund. So right now I save 5% of my earned income. And it is so low because I only really earned 200 euros from my salary. So I'm not counting like vacation money, I'm not counting deposits, like everything like that. And the same goes for my donation money. I donate 1% of every salary, but I had a low salary, so it only was like 2 euros and 80 cents. But I'm still not complaining about that. I find it very rewarding to donate, and the account, like my donation account, like I don't donate this exactly because there's such low amounts, so I put it in my own checking account that is just the donation checking account, and every time I find something that I want to donate to, I just kind of remove the money from the donation checking account and put it towards that. But yeah, that is everything that I spent, saved, invested, and donated for this month. Hopefully, I will have a bit of a better outcome in terms of expenses for next month, but I guess we'll see. And hopefully, the video of how I managed to invest 10,000 euros before 21 will be out before that as well, but I highly doubt it. It will probably come out in September, if I know myself correctly. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really appreciate it, and I hope you like looking into a little window of my life that I am very passionate about. So yeah, thank you so much, and I hopefully see you next month. Bye-bye.